This is the all-new Mercedes-AMG GT Roadster. The AMG team are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. What are all the specifications? How does this car sound? And how does it drive? Everything you ever wanted to know is coming up right now. The GT Roadster and the GT Coupe are the state-of-the-art of current AMG performance cars and the very top of the range.
We refreshed the GT Coupe lineup at Detroit, so currently the GT and GTS are on sale. The facelifted version, which we announced at Detroit, will be on sale in a few months, as will the GT Roadster lineup, which includes the GT Roadster and the GTC Roadster, which is what we've got behind me. Ballpark for pricing would be, let's say around 160,000 mark, just ballpark price. And fuel economy, I don't have any estimate at this time.
Okay, so official pricing has not been announced?
No,
okay.
not yet. Soon.
Okay, and where does the GT Coupe start for price, approximately?
GT Coupe base starts around $111,000.
The GT Roadster comes in two varieties, the GT and the GTC high-performance version you see behind me. They both have the 4-liter bi-turbo V8, but in the base car, the GT, that engine puts out 469 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque. And then the guys at AMG, they update the turbos, add a little bit more fuel, add more boost, and work on the exhaust system to produce 550 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque.
This is a great start to our 50th year for AMG. This is one of many surprises that we have this year. The GTC Roadster and the GTC Coupe are both new for this year, and they're both outrageously good cars. This takes everything that's great about the AMG GT, adds a convertible top, bumps up the power, which is why we call it the GTC. 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. It's an amazing car. It uses a lot of the technology that we debuted on the AMG GTR Coupe. That means it's got rear axle steering. That means it's got lightweight components throughout, active aerodynamics. It's got a full gamut of performance features.
The GTC convertible is the very top of the range, and they managed to make this engine not only very powerful, but it also sounds great. And it's difficult to do with a twin turbocharged engine.
The GT Roadster is a beauty, what I like. The beauty in a way because it's a proper roadster. Proper roadster makes it, the volumes are right. You have a high belt line and you have a really low back end. But first of all, we need to look at the front end, because front end is the fascia, and the fascia is the first one you see. So this is where you get the eye contact. And the main thing what we introduce here is the A-shaped grille, a Panamericana grille, which has these positive volumes with these ribs in there, which the chrome really describes it. It shows the positive volume.
Color choices, the materials are incredible. But for example, this car does not have a heads-up display. This car has a great driving position. The steering wheel is thick, and I fit pretty well in this car. I'm just over 6'2", and I have a lot of legroom, and even with the top up, I have a little bit of space. Did you consider the hardtop roof versus the soft top?
In the early concept phase, we have investigated both versions, and we decided for the soft top because of weight advantages, and even the overall package when you have the roof open is smaller in the soft top as in retractable hardtop.
And this car competes against the likes of the Audi R8, the Porsche 911 range, and of course to some extent also the Jaguar F-Type with their R lineup of cars as well.
We have got the active rear steering, which is on a lower speed of 100 kilometers an hour, opposite to the front wheel. So that gives you a shorter wheelbase that makes the car more agile in narrow edges. And above 100 kilometers per hour, you are in the same direction as the front wheels, which increases the wheelbase, which gives you more stability in directional changes.
And having these air outlets here, which not just a styling feature, but actually an aerodynamic feature. So we're guiding the air along the car. The Roadster feeling is coming from the body side, because you only read the body side. You miss all the body panel on the top. So all this volume you have here, you don't have.
The GTC Roadster also has race mode. This completely changes the car's character. It transforms the beautiful Roadster into a race-ready beast. Exhaust bypass flaps open to the fullest potential, steering, throttle response, and adaptive suspension all get sharper. And the transmission will downshift for you with very aggressive blips of the throttle. How about the adaptive dampers?
It's a magnetic system, which is from the concept similar to the one we use on the coupe. But we have got a specific setup of all the dampers and suspensions for the Roadster.
Go back to tflcar.com for more news, views, and real-world reviews, and of course, first drives like this.